Hi everybody, this is Pastor John Kometa. I'm excited to be on this channel to speak about some certain trendings that is happening within the society, especially all around the social media and on Facebook, Google. There have been some kind of releases of information within this period of time that it is not quite appealing to the ears. Um, 2 weeks ago or within last week, it was revealed on social media that a Nigerian person or a Nigerian man, which is a person in place of authority, has been capable to sleep with over 200 women and recorded pictures together with them and uploaded it on social media last week. Within a week's time again, there has been another release that a man from Equatorial Guinea, a good official, has been capable to sleep with over or go to bed with over 400 women, making pornographic videos of them all. Question: what is happening that these two topics or these two trending news are centered on the issue of sexuality? What is going on? Many people have been thinking, has been thinking, what is the problem? Many people are wondering what is the problem, what is currently going on in the society. You go on social media and blog, you discover many people are wondering, many people are asking a lot of questions. Many people are thinking, are these men in their right senses? Are these men normal? And so on and so forth. Many people are equally questioning about governmental policy with respect to such malpractices or immoral practices within the society, especially in the context of Africa. As a pastor, I have some certain things I can say about that. Even though we are having freedom to manifest our freedom in our local society, but there are some certain things that they become abnormal, they become atrocity when they are being performed. For instance, the issue about sexual videos being spread all over social medias by the man from Equatorial Guinea, the Nigerian person the other time, is a call for concern that there is a lot of work to be done in the society. Yeah, there is a lot of work to be done on the society. An average man has a struggle within his or her soul that there is an emptiness that nothing else can fill and only God can fill that emptiness. And that is one of the reasons why some people go into drugs addictions and so on to drug themselves so that they think they can get better when they drug themselves. But again, that is not the best way to go about it. It is so devastating that these kind of things are happening within my continent in Africa. And what do we think about the future of the young coming generation or the population of Africa? It is very important to know that men are struggling with inner battles, but with these inner battles that men struggle with, it cannot be fueled by external forces, or it can't be fueled by the things that give us joy. As a matter of fact, in living in this context or living a life that is fulfilling, it is important to know what gives you a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Now, let us dive into the depth to find out what was the reason behind these men doing this kind of nasty things. Yet, the society or the social media has not revealed to us their primary reasons or their main focus, what has motivated them to go into such diabolical practices. But again, as a psychologist, as a pastor, as a counselor, I think I can try to figure into their mind what is going on in their mind. One, in the society where we live, the crave for sexual appetite is so much. That is true. Why people are living loose life, careless life, and so on and so forth. So their body, their desire, the Bible normally says, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. But again, we have to be careful with the way we take things around. These are men that I believe that each and every man has five senses. But these actions are being shown to be that these men are not in their right senses, because a man in his right senses will not do such a thing to his brother's wife or to the people living with him inside the society. What do we think about the future of Africa? I think as a pastor, I want to call the attention of young men to be careful to pursue their dreams, to look at their problem chasing Africa to see how they can provide in-depth solutions to this problem. And again, it is important to know that life without Christ is not worth living. Christ. Christ gives meaning to the life by which each and every person is supposed to live. When you are living a life without Christ, you can be remote controlled by the devil. When you are living a life without Christ, in fact, somebody say you will be like a handkerchief of Satan, because whatever suggestions that comes into your mind, you just want to get it materialized because you feel that those suggestions makes you really feel excited as a man. No, we are so naive. We have gone so far back in our thinking. In those days while we were growing up like little children, when you get to take your bath, you come out into the house, you are jumping like a little toad or like a little frog, not to expose your nakedness. But again, in this society, many people has gone to the adulthood. They are rather struggling and exposing their nakedness to the society. What is happening upstairs? This is a sense, this is a call for concern, that as a parent, you have to be careful with the way you teach your children, you mold your children up. As a young person, as a child, you need to be able to follow parental control, parental instruction, that they are profitable unto godly living. And again, as a young man, you have to develop strong values, strong moral values that surrounds your life, that surrounds the circumference of your life, because not everything that glitters is gold. Now come to think about it, among the videos being released, statistic is being proven that a gross population of such women were marital women, and one of the kids was even their brother's wife. Come to think of it, how would a man in his right senses go to this extent? It is a proof of moral decay in the society where we live. It is a proof of societal devaluation. It is a proof that our moral values have been demoralized. We need God to be capable to restore us back to the pit by which we have fallen. We need God to be capable to raise us up again. Coming to issue of biblical sexuality, it is important to know that sex in itself is not evil, but from the foundation of the world, from the creation of the world, the Bible says that God make men and women. God make man and woman, and together He was the one who joined them together. God gave them the full right. God gave them the mutual support to enjoy sexuality as married couples. Anyone who is into sexual practices, who is not married and is not practicing it, to whom he or she is married to, according to the Bible standard, you are living in the sin of immorality. You are living either in the sin of immorality, or you are living in the sin of fornication. And I just want to call your attention that if this thing has been eating you up, it is important, it is a high time for you to see how you can build relational accountability along or around your scope of fare, or your circumference, because accountability will help you to see how you can survive these things. And again, to our young ladies that they are out there, wherever you are listening to this episode, I want you to understand that sexuality is not a function of an employment. Or I want you to understand that the fact that someone gives you money is not a guarantee for you to give your body to him in exchange. It is important that our young ladies out there to develop themselves so strong, educationally strong, skillfully strong, to see how they in themselves can be able to provide for their basic needs. Because sometimes women have been taken advantage of because they don't have their basic needs, or because they are just so lazy to work hard to provide their basic needs. So these men, vulnerable, these men out there use them as a liability and exploit their sexuality anyhow. Things that are supposed to be for special, or for things that are supposed to be reserved to your husband and your husband alone, you are bringing in third parties into your relationship. That is damaging. That is not fair. That is not okay. We must rebuild the structures of our nation, rebuild the structure of our Africas. Our men, our women will come to understand, or our women supposed to know that according to Proverbs 31, there is a category of a set of women that must rise. There is a group of women that must rise up to defend the moral standards of marriage, the moral standards of Africa, and the moral standard of the society as a whole. Number one, you must know that life is meaningless without Jesus Christ. Two, you must know that marriage is not some sort of employment. If you understand this as a young lady that is growing up, or as a young youth in Africa, you're going to put your hands to work. You will put your hands to work knowing that skill when you have skill has the ability to pay you everywhere. There are seamstresses everywhere. They show, they are marketing their goods, and they are capable to make substantial income through their products that they sell. There are many people into hairdressing, and they make a lot of money from hairdressing. There are many people into different businesses, just such like importations, drop shippings, and some are into farming, agricultural farming, pigs rearing, fowls rearing, agricultural, different things, cabbage selling, tomato selling, eggs selling, chickens, everything. There are many dimensions of businesses that as a young lady or as a woman you can engage into, and you can make substantial income that can take good care of you. Because sometimes the excuses why women go out to practice this immoral lifestyle together with this irresponsible men is because they feel that their husband has the inability to provide for them. So to them, they got to marry as some sort of employment. But nevertheless, marriage is not a kind of an employment. I trust that you have gotten some wisdom. I will be coming back to the next episode to speak about what we ought to do. Now, we will look briefly the implications of this to the society. With the release of pornographic materials or pornographic sex tapes all over the social media by the Nigerian man and by the man in Equatorial Guinea, that is going to damage a lot of young persons, men and women, married and single, because many people with their itching want to die into the tapes and to find out, is this thing raised, and as such, those with immature mind will get sucked into this immoral spread of news all over the media, and before you realize it, in 5 to 10 years time, the society will decay more and more compared to what people are thinking about. So it is important to build up yourself. It is important. What about the impact of this to their family? Well, it is reported that another person has already committed suicide because of such a demoralized habit. What is the implications of the truth on the children? A generation will grow. A man of 6 children should not go into this kind of practices. Such an implication on his children is the generation after he has gone will come to remember, will come to think. When the family name is being mentioned, people will know that this is coming from that claim in Equatorial Guinea that such and such a person did that. It is important for us to restructure our thinking, restructure our minds, restructure our systems of belief. I like what is happening in many places in Nigeria, like Aba, where you see many of their young ladies, they are developed, they are practicing skills. Many are into bags making, many are into shoe making, and many are into all perfume selling. Many are into different kind of businesses. But there are other set of persons who just want to take life easy. They go to bed with men just to make money. Please, I pray that if you are listening to me, you are found a victim of such habits, it will be important for you to seek psychological counseling and professional counseling so that it can step you on the pedestal to make life count. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord reveal himself to you. I will be coming back to speak on different aspects of this issue on the society and sex in my next episode. Bye-bye.